Hello everyone and welcome to another video. I was actually going to watch the Bridgerton and then I thought that maybe it's nice if we watch together. So in each video we are going to watch one episode and then we would talk about it. So I will watch it and then when I see something interesting I will pause and then we will talk about it. So Bridgerton Season 1 Episode 1. Let's go! And actually, I must say, I have no idea what it's about. It's my first time watching. I didn't search for it, so I want to just be so fresh when I'm watching it and then we talk about it together. A Netflix original series. Always nice. It's a beautiful scenery.
The time has come to place our bets for the upcoming social season.
Social season? So social season is like in one season they're saying let's socialize, or it is like summer because the weather is better, they're socializing. It's interesting. Oh my god, these Featheringtons, if I'm pronouncing correctly, the mother reminds me of this stepmother of Cinderella. She somehow has these I don't know, behavior that somehow reminds me totally of the stepmother of Cinderella. So the first impression was quite annoying for me, but let's see, maybe later she managed to make it up for me. So actually Bridgertons are like the celebrities that all the boys and the girls of the family are so beautiful. So is it like a rivalry between these Featheringtons and Bridgertons, and the younger girls are like friends together anyway? Is it something like this? Oh, the young girl in this Bridgerton family, she's so beautiful. And oh, maybe this social season, they mean like these things that the young ladies are going and dance, and then when they are at the age that they want to get married, and then they're going to dance to then find a partner. Maybe that's what she meant by social season. Oh, so do you know how is it? So the young ladies who want to get married are going to present themselves to the queen. And then the queen is going to decide which one of those are the best of the season, the social season, let's call it. And then you will get fame, and then probably all of the guys would be around you. But it is somehow good for one girl and bad for 500 others. But I think it's like this. Okay, I don't know why, but these Featherington sisters or daughter of these Lord Featheringtons really remind me of the stepsisters of Cinderella. So I hope that they are not as stupid and crazy as her sisters. Oh wow! So the queen called the Daphne Bridgerton as flawless. So it means that she's top topics of everything, right? Interesting. So probably all of the guys are going to fight for her. And probably one guy is not going to fight for her and she will fall for him. That would be the typical movie, right? Oh my god, so that Lady Whistledown is actually the gossip girl for 1800 something. Ah, so this movie is maybe somehow the older style of Gossip Girl. But I hope that it doesn't take several seasons that at the end they say that someone like Dan was the Gossip Girl. So I hope they have a better plan for it, how to reveal Lady Whistledown. But it's then interesting. So many gossips is going to happen. Ah, okay, so the Eloise, the younger sister, I guess she's somehow the independent style of the girl that I think she would not fit to that time, because all of the girls are so much into getting married and being visible, and she's more into reading and criticizing this type of livings. So probably she's this type of girls who their independence and not just making themselves prepared for a guy. So probably she's a little bit ahead of her time. And maybe she's going through some troubles with this, but let's see. So the mother is telling the younger girl, this Featherington mother is telling to the younger girl, put the book down because it's going to confuse your thoughts. So actually reading a book on that time was something negative. Oh, so the Featheringtons are going to support one of the cousins. And the mother is no, but she doesn't look good and it's not a problem for us. But I really think that now she's going to be so beautiful and everyone fall in love with her. And then it would be interesting because they have already like 3 girls who want to get married, and she doesn't see the cousin as a as a rival. But I think she is going to be. Let's see. And yes, she is. Oh, handsome lord is coming. So the new lord, actually, he came, but he's saying like he doesn't want to socialize and participate in this ball that the lady Danbury, what was her name? Yeah, is going to throw. And then probably then everyone are falling for Daphne, and then Daphne maybe is falling for him. Let's see, let's see. Okay, so the oldest brother of the Bridgertons are in love with the opera singer, and I guess on that time it would be a scandal, right? Or maybe this young lord is going to fall in love with the cousin and not Daphne. That's also a possibility. What is papers that they all have in hand? Okay, so these papers are like the one that the name of the dance are there, and then the guys are like asking the girls to dance with specific song with them, and then they're writing in front of the name of the song the name of the guy. So I think this is like a waiting list that in which dance with the lady is going to dance with which guy. Oh my gosh, all of the guys are looking at Daphne. Oh no, the brother is playing overprotective brother. So I think he, in his mind, he's like wanting the best for his sister, but somehow annoying because like she doesn't have any power. So the brother is just like taking her from one place to another place, and then this is somehow annoying. Actually, I know that on that time was something normal, but still it's like kind of annoying that he has such a power and he's just like saying no to everyone. So actually this Lord Bearbrook, I guess he is the one who just went to Daphne. He's somehow like ew. So I don't know how will it go, but he's simply ew. Oh, so you know how is it? So now we had like the first encounter of the Duke and the Daphne. So I'm going to actually say that, forget my second assumption with the Duke and that cousin of Featheringtons. So the Duke and Daphne, I think it's going to be something between these two. And the thing is that was somehow annoying is that in the beginning, the way that when Daphne went to him to escape from this Lord Bearbrook, and then she asked this Duke, what's your name? And then he was just like, you don't know my name. And like somehow he was just like thinking she's not acting properly. And then as soon as she realized that she is actually Bridgerton, and then this the sister of the brother, suddenly he looked at her differently. So somehow like the name is playing a role in what do you think about people. So this is not correct. So at the end, the brother decided that the dance is finished. Okay, now actually all of the suitors are supposed to go to the house of the lady and like to send flowers and like to show their affection to the lady. And then the brother is somehow like saying no to everyone, which is that also somehow annoying, and this is none of his business. And then he's taking a lead and saying no to everyone. And yeah, this is not his place. But I think in that time it was maybe, not maybe, but it was their business, because the men in general had like the rights to talk about stuff and the women not. So the women were like the lower power in the society, that the men were like the powerful people. So that's why he sees himself as like, in a way that he is allowed to say what is good for her and what's not. And it's quite funny actually. So the part that one of the suitors is like sitting and talking to Daphne, and then he's just like going to the suitor and saying, "You're sitting in my seat." It just reminds me of Big Bang Theory. So this movie somehow reminded me of Cinderella, reminded me of Gossip Girl, and now Big Bang Theory. So I think it doesn't going to go further in the direction of Big Bang Theory, but it is quite funny actually. So he reminded me of Sheldon in this part. So between the Featheringtons, the only person who got suitored was the cousin that the mother was thinking she's not going to take any, and that girls didn't get. Oh no, so the Lord Bearbrook is actually quite sneaky, because he knew that probably the brother is going to say no, and that's why he waited until the brother leaves, and then he entered, so somehow he came the last. And then but he's still I don't like him at all. So the way that he's acting is also not nice. So I don't know, maybe it's just my first impression which is bad, but he's somehow not the guy that I can see this girl with. And he's actually quite older than her also. So I'm not saying like the age should be always like very, very close, but still, like, especially in that time, a young girl who was flawless, I think she would marry a guy who is like closer to her age. And then if they were widowed, or they were, I don't know if even on that time divorcing from someone was a case, but if maybe she was like divorcee, then they would marry to a person who was quite older. So that's why I think in this case Lord Berberk is quite old for Daphne. Oh no, so Daphne is saying that if I don't get married, so it is like it is a sign that I'm worthless, but she's not. So this is so sad that she's thinking like this. So I know in that time it was like this. So probably they were injecting, they're somehow like brainwashing that, yeah, if you're not getting married, so you're worthless. But it's quite sad that she's thinking like this, because of course it's not like this. This is not the thing that says what is your values. But I think in that time it was like this, that the society were thinking in this way. But it's quite sad. And then, so the way that the brother is like saying no to all of the suitors, it is really against her, because then the people are thinking that something is wrong, that she's saying no to everyone, or the family are saying no to everyone. So little by little, less guys are going to their house, and little by little, she will not going to have so much choice, and this is really bad for her and for her fame. And the brother is thinking Lord Bearbrook is the only good guy? Come on. Oh god. How? The brother is very bad in judgment, at least. Oh no, so the day after that, the Lord Bearbrook was the only guy who showed up for Daphne. Oh, I have a bad feeling about that. So the queen is quite annoyed, I guess, that the girl who she called as flawless is not still matched with someone, and I think that's why she's somehow passive-aggressive against her. Oh, so the mothers, the Lady Danbury and the mother of the Bridgertons, are making matches. So they want to match Duke and Daphne. I really like actually the relationship between the children of the Bridgertons. So they're somehow like very good together, except the older brother, who is right now on my nerve because he's feeling like he has the control over the life of the sister. But in general, like the relationship that they have with each other, like the way that they're talking, is quite nice to watch, at least. So the Daphne and the Duke are somehow like having some small fights. I think they're trying to like make it more spicy, and they want to see that from these like little fights they're going to fall in love. Let's see if I'm thinking correctly. But I assume the brother is not happy that the mother invited the Duke, because he was surprised, and he didn't know even, and he was surprised when the Duke said that your mother invited me. So probably the brother is not happy about it. And yes, he's not. I can understand that he knows his friend, and he knows that his friend is so much against marriage, and he's maybe worried about like the sister being in a relationship that doesn't have a future. But still, because he's on my nerve and he's saying like no to all of the good ones, and he's feeling like he's powerful, still I'm not happy with him. But the thing that I really like is that the mother has some opinion. So generally, I think on that time especially, having an opinion as a woman was not so normal, or like was not something that all of the women had, because they were saying whatever their lord says, we are going to follow. But in this case, that the mother has some opinions and some powers, and like she's talking about stuff, it's a good sign, because then it's good especially for the other children, because otherwise if the brother continues to like try to control everyone, the mother can stand against him. I think maybe in the future the mother would help the other children to be more independent. Let's see. So the Lady Whistledown is writing against Daphne. I think it will go against her fame. Oh no, I think the younger girl of the Feather Intense, that I think she's the only one which makes more sense, and which is like the only one who reads. She's in love with Colin Bridgerton, which is the other brother of Bridgerton's, the younger brother. But I think he likes the cousin. Oh no, that's a love triangle. The brother promised Daphne to that Lord, who is he? To Lord Barbrook. So, what? How? I mean, come on. This is just like so annoying. I'm really feeling bad for Daphne. So, this is really. Brother, I feel like he doesn't care that this Lord Barbrook is not a good person. Okay, the cousin is pregnant. So, is it from someone from the ball? Which would be too. No, it would not be. So, because it would be too fast, and it's like she's saying, since your arrival, you haven't bled. So, probably she was pregnant when she came here. And I think on that time it was really a big thing. Because I think even like ladies were not kissing someone. So I think for that time it is somehow a big thing. So she is in trouble, I guess. Oh wow, but the cousin is quite a strong girl. So she's a powerful girl. So unless the other girls who are somehow like obedient, she has her own voice. So this would help her in future, definitely. Oh no. So this Lord Bearbrook is not just like an annoying person, his character is quite bad. So he was trying to like force himself on Daphne. So he just is proving that how annoying he is. And the Duke is coming, so probably the Duke is going to support Daphne and like against Lord Bearbrook, and then they're starting to like each other. No, Daphne took care of it by herself. That's what I like. So she punched the Bearbrook, and this is cool. I like it. So they were not saying like the guy should always protect the girls. So the girl, she took the power by herself and like punched the Bearbrook. I like it. So she punched him, and then he was trying to force himself to her, and now he's telling her, marry me, is Lord Bearbrook. So how? It is just like so annoying. So he's really on my nerve right now. Is she really thinking about marrying this Bearbrook because she could not secure another proposal? Oh no. So now the Duke is worrying about Daphne and saying like, okay, no one is at your door. Oh, so they made a pact actually that they somehow like Daphne and Duke like somehow show that they're interested into each other, and then the girls see that he is involved with the girl, and the suitors see that someone like a Duke likes her, and then they get more like eager, they become more eager to show affection to her. So somehow he's trying to advertise her by like somehow, not advertising is the wrong word, but like he's trying to make her again popular by showing that one of the highest ranks in the party is interested in her. So they made such a pact together. Oh, that's interesting. I'm really looking forward to see what will happen next. But we have 4 minutes left, and it means that we're going to see it in the next video. XOXO, Gossip Girl. Okay, so first episode was quite interesting. So I was annoyed by the brother, but maybe hopefully something changes. And now that the Duke is there, maybe this Lord Bearbrook is going to vanish soon. We will see. So that's it. In the next video, we're going to watch the second episode. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments your opinion. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel. See you next time. Ciao!